Okay. Ladies and gents, are we live? Yeah, it seems like we are. Let's get everything up and running, shall we? Time to tell folks that we are here. Okay. Tweeted. Greetings, adventurer. Welcome to our community. How you doing, Doovie? Welcome. Enjoy the NPC reactions. I'm going to get myself set up and ready to go. While we log in. Da, 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 da. Time to get my phone set up and ready as well. Almost went on the wrong Necro. Bada bing, bada boom. This is good. Okay. While I log into the game. This is silly. Okay, before I begin though, I have to check something. Greetings, adventurer. Welcome to our community. Hello, Dark Moon. Welcome, welcome. Y'all gotta give me a second, alright? I am just adjusting some stuff in the background. Shouldn't take too long, but I really gotta get everything right. My stupid stream elements logged me out today, and now I have to adjust. Give me 1 second, yeah? Almost done. It will literally take me all of 1 freaking second. There we go. There we are. Finally. Bloody hell. That took longer than expected. I am so sorry about that. But how is everybody today? Is this game any fun? Diablo is game of the century, mate. If you aren't playing it now, you're missing out on the greatest time. But also, well, I mean, there is a cost to it. So if you're not prepared to pay the cost, then you can wait until it's on sale or something. Greetings, adventurer. Welcome to our community. It's good to see you again. Hey, Kevin. How you doing? Everything is going good today. You know? Just making sure everything's right because my stream elements logged me out this morning. So it took me a second to set up everything again. But yes, hello, hello. Oh, it's a very good game to buy. But my advice, Dark Moon, is number 1, watch my stream for a while. Not because I want your viewership. Of course, I want your viewership. You know, don't get me wrong. But it also is an opportunity to, like, see how the game plays, you know, how it feels, stuff like that. Like, that is always something that I encourage people to do. I like people to have the opportunity to try things out for themselves, or at least get a chance to see how things work, and then they can decide for themselves whether they want to buy or not. So I always make that recommendation. If you're down with it, you know, just watch for a while, see how it feels, see how it goes, and then yeah, can go from there. Okay, I only have Kyrgyzstan left, which is fine. I'll handle that in a while because Kyrgyzstan quests may take a little more leveling before I can actually do them. But I think I should be able to hit them by level 40, which should be easy enough. So let's go do the whispers first. Because we're already almost about to hit level 34. I am on PC. Thank you for liking our community, adventurer. It helps us get the word out. Thank you, Kevin. But yeah, I'm on PC, dude. I have never touched a console and will never touch a console. But this game is on both Xbox and PC, obviously. And the crossplay is a big part of it. So, you know. If you're on Xbox, my wife plays on Xbox. We're totally fine. So you will not have a negative gaming experience by being on Xbox. Member, greetings. We welcome you back to our community. Hey Mike, good morning. How are you? Yeah, absolutely fine, dude. Diablo is on every platform and it's fully crossplay. You can play on PS5, you can play on Xbox. Well, the major consoles. Nintendo Switch doesn't exactly count as a console, but we all know this, don't we? Alright. They might pretend they are a console, but we know they're not, so let's not pretend, yeah? This game is on every real console, you know? Every actual human console. These both cannot equal the DPS of the sword. Sad. Greetings, adventurer. Welcome back to our community. I'm getting better at these NPC reactions. Hey, Callie. How you doing? I want to master becoming an NPC. Telling y'all, best trend on TikTok. And the only trend that I've actually bothered for. Just because I really find it awesome. Finally, I can fulfill my dream of becoming a quest giver NPC. Okay. I'm apparently a saint, which is awesome. So how are you this morning, Mike? I hope you're doing good. Callie, how's your leveling going? I hope you guys are having fun, eh? The difference between like Sork and Necro is night and day right now.
I never thought I'd be throwing my lot in with this rabble, but here I am. Maybe I can organize these bandits into something that resembles an effective unit.
Heal my
At least effective enough
silly
to allow me an
minions.
escape when the church eventually finds us.
No problem at all. Just so you know, the upcoming hotfix is going to modify the endgame. Remember if you guys recall from my video about the patch notes, I talked about how the endgame is going to need modifications. Well, the Diablo dev team has listened to player feedback and they're doing exactly that. So all the doom and gloom is all rubbish in the end, isn't it? They're going to modify the endgame so that the tier 100 nightmare dungeons will no longer be as difficult as they are now. So once the next hotfix deploys, all of that changes, and basically robot builds will be supreme. Because we were already doing exactly what we needed to before, and now, bada bing bada boom, we'll be able to do all the same things again. You won't need to during the leveling process, but beyond the leveling process, yeah. We'll be easily able to do that. So I'm looking forward to it. Was wondering where the other level was. Now I know. Alright. Let's go. Let me just adjust the position of my phone so I can pay better attention to chat. Good. Ah, finally. No problem. Look forward to the Season 1 version I'm gonna put out. So far it's been going really well. The Malignant Hearts especially have really flipped the game. It's so good. I'm going to see if there's any difference now. If I swap to the other kind of bone spear, because the auto corpse skill is just unbelievably good. Like, this has legit flipped the game. And since we can easily auto raise, it's so good. Well, Butcher will always wreck you in the low levels. Because there is no way anybody can beat the Butcher at low levels. He's overtuned for low levels, becomes weak once you gear up. Because what you must understand is that with this game, right, gear is everything. And because your gear at low levels is so undertuned compared to gear at high levels, basically that is why Butcher wrecks you. He's a good measure of whether or not your gear is up to snuff. Because if your gear is up to snuff, you will wreck Butcher, basically. And that's all there is to it. Like, that is the simple explanation. No build can beat the Butcher, because build alone is like, is not even important, you know? Everyone can run a Helltide comfortably, Romaric. So any build can run a Helltide comfortably. Just make sure you're meeting the leveling standards. But honestly, after the last patch, the leveling standards are so dog easy. I'm pretty sure everybody can meet the leveling standards. With literally, you could run a summoner build and still do it. So yeah, you can run whatever you want, and legit nothing will go wrong. Because like I said, the leveling offsets made it so that the standard for World Tier 6 is what? Average of 5 levels. Standard for World Tier 4 is average of 7, 8 levels. You can easily do all of this, so it doesn't really even matter anymore. Like, during the leveling process, you can literally do anything. As long as your gear is, like, somewhat decent, you could literally do anything and nothing will go wrong. So, they have made the game very easy. Of course, people, like I said, people misinterpreted. They wanted everyone to believe that everything was shit. You know, up to them if they want to, but as soon as I looked at the patch notes, I already knew, and I stated as much in my you know, video that, hey, I'm pretty sure that everything is already all good, so yeah. Never do the campaign, dude. Also, greetings, adventurer. Welcome to our community. Ida Bien, my answer to you is that never ever do the campaign once you finished it, because it's a waste of time. You are far better off just rushing through. And the ring, Mother's Embrace, is worthless. If you're using that ring, you're playing the entire game wrong. Never touch that ring. It is utterly worthless. A lot of things, unfortunately, in this game are, as much as I hate saying it, utterly worthless. And they will continue to remain utterly worthless because they don't have any impact at the highest tiers of play. They're just literally useless. So when it comes to that ring, right, it doesn't come with the most crucial stat that you need on a ring, and you cannot re-roll the stats. That's why everybody just throws it away, because, or well, you can just salvage it, I guess, because it's literally useless. Yeah, no problem. Happy to provide proper advice. Oh, phew. Almost thought I got rid of something actually useful. There we are. Chuck. Oh.
Come back and see it.
Now I must hit as many of these whispers as possible. Okay, here first, because it's easy. Let's go. Greetings, adventurer. Welcome back to the community. And yes, of course, Hankit. How dare you join me? But no, I'll be going solo in levels 1 to 50. Because I want to show people how to do the leveling solo. And also, joining me will be invite only for my best and biggest supporters. But yeah, I have no trouble, you know. I have no trouble leveling solo, so I never ask people to join me. If it's easy, then you should be done with it, right? You don't need to join me. The point is for me to demonstrate to people how it's done, my friend. Motivationally, Your suffering brings me even more joy. I love seeing you have a bad time, Hankit. That's why I will never permit you to join me, ever. Shouldn't you be playing with your wifey anyway? You have a literal gaming partner. Play with your gaming partner. What would I do with a bottle? I have no need of a bottle. Oh, of your tears. Okay, thank you. I'll take that. I'll give you my address later as well. Absolutely, absolutely. I'll drink it with my morning coffee. Then wait lah. Just wait for your wife to come back, then you level together lah. Easy, okay, bro? You got gaming partner. Why you don't want to wait for your gaming partner? La 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 la. But yeah, just so everybody knows, usually for every season, right, and this will be standard rule, I'll do the levels 1 to 50 by myself. Then above that, it'll be invite only. But it will depend on whether I feel like inviting or not. Because like I said, I'm never somebody who worries about playing alone. Ooh, my first death. I should probably start getting the damage reductions on this thing. But now the question is, why was I killed? Interesting. Was it solely due to the shamans? Or was there something else? Let's test more. Oh, okay. You know, I thought they said Cold Enchanted was supposed to freeze us less. That still looked like an instant freeze. So I'll wager that for those of you who play, just be careful. Of course, damage reductions will probably completely conquer that, but at the same time, CC still appears to be an issue. I don't know, my Necromancer was still freezing in 1. Unless I missed a second burst somewhere, which I'm doubtful about. But I'll keep an eye on things. Like I said, granted, I haven't actually upped my damage reductions at all. Oh, imperfectly balanced. Yeah, it's still bugged. They have to fix that. It's okay though. I'll save my last 2 skill points for that. Not just dungeons. Don't forget, if you're doing the new season, you also have to get your renown. So you can actually check the streams to see exactly how I did it. More or less, dungeons are your base, but don't forget that you have to pick up certain side quests as well. And I highly recommend that you do some of those along the way, especially those that lead to dungeons and things like that, because it can be very helpful. Those will more or less make it so that you can get your renown and extra XP efficiently. Because basically you will complete the quest while inside the dungeon. So that's what I tried to do. After that, after most of those were finished, right, I started to do just the Tree of Whispers for the extra XP. Ah, Altar of Bishibosh. this is that good stuff. Oh, that was fun. I love Altar of Bishibosh. Okay, anything good? Guess this is alright. The rest of the stuff is not worth my time. Okay. No problem, Gavin. Always happy to help. Well, I'm gonna keep a close eye on things, Hankit, because I personally... the whole CC thing is currently the most annoying thing in the game. They did say that they are looking into addressing it though, probably in later seasons, at least as far as I remember from the so-called campfire chat summary which I read. And if they are, good, but yeah, CC is stupidly pointless. Like, to the extent that we have it in this game, because even normal mobs, like Carver Shamans, because they use the ice element, have a major CC attack. So it's in addition to whatever affixes they have, and it seemed to me like one bolt from that cold enchanted one, because it was cold enchanted specifically, its natural ice attack seemed to freeze me, which I felt was not very conducive to a good environment. Camera zoom distance? What camera zoom distance? My camera zoom distance is the same. Just, well, I suppose it could be just a bit higher, but I can literally just modify that in one easy step. There. Oh, you're talking about the in-game camera. Hasn't it always been the same? That I don't think is an issue for everybody. As far as I recall, nobody's had a problem with the zoom distance. Any more zoomed out and I wouldn't be able to see my awesomely sponsored skins. What about the minimap? I literally just glance at it, that's all. It just tells you where to go and then you go. No. You should be watching your skin in the field. You paid for it, you better be using it. Yeah. Well, that's why you're a nerd. Imagine looking at the minimap. Just like the last time, now that I've started to hit roughly level 34, 35, the minions are starting to become weak already. I haven't gone here yet. Let's go. Kid Bardu. DPS is marginally less. That's okay.
That got moved.
Getting close to the spot where I want to be. It's there. Okay, maxed out the essence. Soon, I think I'll have to reverse my stuff, but not yet. I think these minions can still go for a little longer. Okay. Solution to what? I wasn't aware that you were asking for a solution to something. What solution are you seeking? Minion fragility. Who cares about their fragility? They literally don't matter. They're just there as a supplement. Like I said, their very purpose is just sort of stand there. The only fragility I'm concerned with is my fragility. They used to fall off much quicker before. I would say that for now, they're actually doing way better than they were in the pre-season. By my guesstimate. Adjust. Ooh, free XP potions. Yoink. I love free XP. Oh yeah. I don't think it's that they're buffed, because minions, for those that don't know, inherit 30% of your stats. So I think that the new Malignant Hearts, because of the sheer amount of armor that they gain, right? Even 30% of that added to your minions is giving them a decent enough survival boost. So yeah, minions always inherit 30% of your overall stats. So as your power grows, so too does theirs. And considering the fact that you can heal them with corpses on demand, although it's not much, it does really help. So for example, by using the bone skeletons, which you can use to generate fortify, I would say that things are pretty okay. I'll sacrifice them eventually, but still. Like, it's not bad, you know what I'm saying? It's like pretty good. So this ring is far superior. Pack of corpses stone inside. Just in case I have to remove this. I'll have to find a better amulet later. For now, this is okay. By the way, we hope you're enjoying the show, but please do like the stream if you haven't already. We would be very grateful if you did. Every time you do, you'd be helping a streamer like me out. This has been an NPC sponsored message. So please do like the stream if you haven't already. It helps out tremendously. That dude got yanked across time and space. Now, what's over here? Oh, corpse pile. Still gotta love that random demon's Kamehameha wave. This one has a blue socket, but it's like dog shit stats. If only that weren't the case. Ah, there's the last corpse pile. Greetings, adventurer. Welcome back to the community. How you doing, Rhythm? Okay, that's another whisper done. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Back we go. Yeah, I'm doing good. Definitely can't complain. Especially since the malignant hearts are so awesome. Ah.
It is done.
Greater collection of helms. What is this? Yeah. Okay, what does this thing do? Bone Storm gains a barrier. How lovely. Oh, it ain't no deathless visage. But it'll do. If I get one more chipped ruby, I can
I carry the best. Shards of the heavens.
Shards of the heavens. Wow, truly must be awesome. I'm going to the malignant tunnels after this one. Also, back to town. Town and then malignant tunnels. I need some hearts. I need some hearts all over the world tonight.
Yes, I have wares.
Tajit has wares if you have coin. Okay. Any of these any good? No? Okay. I had hoped. It's a failure. That's okay then. Now. Let's go get some tasty stuff. Our house, unfortunately, in this apartment's a little bit, well, let's just say it was a bit on the less pricey side, right? And, right now we're having an issue with the sewage. It's, not a very healthy situation, I have to say. Very disappointed, but that is sometimes, I guess, how these older places are. Doing my best to live with it. But you want my advice? Don't live in Perth. Live in other cities. Far better. This place, can't wait to go back to Singapore. Yes. Regrettably, yes. Unfortunately. Let's go. You like the city? I don't. I don't know if you've experienced it yet, but the sewage problem is a big one. I'm just gonna tell you that. If you haven't experienced the issue, you're lucky. I'm gonna tell you that I think some of the urban planning here, and this is just me being honest, freaking horrible. They need to do better. And the weather is basically, well, it's winter. Nothing too bad. Just, I mean, it's a bit cold sometimes, but if you have a hoodie, you're warm. Greetings, member. Welcome back to our commune. Greetings, adventurer. Welcome back to our community. Newbie, Granny, good to see you. Thanks for enjoying my haircut. How's everybody doing? I'm just literally stabbing my way through these malignant tunnels. Where are the elites? Some areas probably don't have as much of a problem. So if you're living somewhere decent, I'm glad for you, man. This one really doesn't have equal strike chance. I cannot re-roll at the moment. Yes, enjoy, newbie, enjoy. You've been hard on the grind. Good. Nice. Yeah, it honestly doesn't take too long. I myself am literally already level... Is this useful? This is actually useful. Chucked. Extra resource generation? Yes, please. Lost 2 of my... Oh my god, the soap smells killing me. 1 second. I don't know if I'll capstone... this stream. Possibly next. Possibly tomorrow, because tonight I'll be playing Sork with Kaz. Maybe in the later part of tonight's stream. Maybe. So I don't know how long Kaz will play for. But if she plays the whole way, then hell yes. But if she doesn't, then I'll probably capstone, yeah, probably tomorrow. But yeah, round about there. I do try and be efficient. My honest answer, Dubzilla, is that with the recent changes and with the upcoming hotfix that modifies the difficulty of the highest end dungeons, I'm gonna tell you straight that, well, you can literally do anything. So even at the end game, bro, you can literally do anything and you will still be fine. I'm not kidding. Okay, I wish I was kidding, but I'm really not. Like, it's that easy to do well. So I would say play whatever build you want, because right now, due to the strength of Malignant Hearts themselves, most any build will get you through all the content in the game. So if you are the type that prefers a blood build, go for the blood build. If you prefer bone, like myself, you can go for the bone build. And like I said, you will literally suffer 0 consequences for this. It will not impact you negatively in any way, shape, or form at all. Legit. Okay. This is the corpses skill. We don't care about that. We just care about the armor, so we'll chuck this in. For the higher armor. The rest we can remove. Okay, let's leave dungeon. Well, I hope I am your favorite Dubzilla, by the way. Welcome, adventurer. Welcome to our community. NPC greetings all around. But anyway, I hope I will become your favorite because, like I've mentioned to others before, I'm here to deliver accurate information, and I want you guys to have only accurate information. Think about it. When you see the next hotfix update, you will realize that everything that I've said is true. People always said that, oh, this is bad, this patch is the worst, you know, blah, blah, and they're still trying to continue this environment of negativity, but what they don't understand is that the dev team already had an idea and a purpose.
I can break that down.
They're literally forced to apologize right now because people are being dumb, but it doesn't mean that they were wrong in the first place at all, you know, and they are already adjusting the end game to our current status. So if you keep within the new offsets, right, the maximum offset, the maximum XP you can gain, right, is just 10 levels above you in World Tier 4. So all World Tier 4 builds, all of them, literally all of them, can meet the standard of just being XYZ number of levels above you. It's that easy. So here's the dumb thing. You can literally do what, like previously you would have to play, the Bone Spear was the most efficient because you could go 24 levels above you, right? But now, since the max is 10, any build can do it. That's why it doesn't really even matter anymore. So the devs wanted to make it so that all builds were valid, and I think that they succeeded, you see? I'm not doing a response to the campfire, but what I am going to tell you guys is what's coming in the next hotfix, because I think that's more important. It's going to be a very short video, but about the campfire thing, there's nothing you need to know in there. I'm sure you would watch that video, but I'm just going to give it to you straight because it's really easy to understand exactly you know, what was said. All right, I'm just gonna tell you straight. All that was told to basically everybody in the campfire is that we understand that this patch went over badly, but we had a purpose, blah 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 blah. We will try not to do this type of patch in future. But what they mean is that they'll just make the patches a bit easier to understand and digest. That's all. They'll try and communicate their intentions early. That's it. So there's like a lot of people are doing responses to the campfire video or whatever, or the campfire chat. I'm gonna tell you that 95% of that shit is bullshit again. Why? Because they know that you guys won't watch the campfire and they won't and you guys won't interpret it. But I'm gonna tell you there's no need for that. All right. You guys have already been lied to by so many people. Don't make the mistake of listening to their videos or listening to them ever again. Like I said, all I'm going to tell you about the campfire chat, because this is the only thing that's important, is that they're going to continue adjusting the game to make sure that progression feels smooth. They already did it with this patch, because if you look at my patch notes video breakdown in the last section where I gave a summary of my thoughts, what they actually did and what they actually intended to do with this patch, plain and simple, is that they wanted the leveling process to be easy, streamlined, and smooth. Not one build overperforms so much that you are forced to use that build, you see? So now you can level with any build and go 10 levels above you, easy peasy, get max XP, no problem. Then, on top of that, the idea is just that the end game should be adjusted for that as well. So now they're literally going to do that in the next hotfix. That's all you need to know. Plain and simple. No, they couldn't have done that, newbie, because it would not work properly. I'll tell you why, newbie, because if they buffed monsters instead of nerfing us, the end game would only have had a few builds which were capable of reaching there because of how overpowered certain builds were due to their ability to cause vulnerable or increase crit damage in extra brackets. Like the Bone Spear had to be nerfed because of that. But if you hated the Bone Spear build, IWN, then, well, okay, now you can play whatever you want. But why would you hate the Bone Spear build? It's so easy to use. It's literally just shoot a Bone Spear at them. Like, it's literally the easiest build in the game. Also, you don't need curses at all. Why should you need curses? Because you can just get automatic Decryptify from a Brutal Malignant Heart. Now, granted, I don't have the perfect jewel setup yet, because I need one Brutal slot, and ideally I want one Brutal slot and 2 Vicious slots. But basically, you should not need the curses because the Malignant Heart will give you a free Decryptify curse. So you should never use curses in the build. They're a waste of time. And if you're thinking about the amplified damage aspect of it, it's not worth it. Technically, with the Malignant Heart, right, you could just go for amplified damage directly if you've got spare skill points, but there are other things that you are better off putting skill points into. That's fine, IWN. But I'll just tell you, nobody should hate the Bone Spear build because let me tell you, it's still, in my opinion, one of the most efficient ones. For the leveling process, there won't be much difference, but I think that when it comes to the end game, the Bone Spear will shine really well because it allows you to sacrifice all minions. And this season, more than the preseason, you will be able to sacrifice all minions, which is really awesome. So that is something that I would say don't sleep on. 3 Malignant Hearts at once. Basically, we're more powerful than ever this season, so I would say it's a wise choice to ensure that you are prepared for that. Anything good here? Nope. Oh hey, slightly better dagger. I'll take that. This thing still doesn't have movement speed, so whatever. I'll take that. Just for the extra armor. Ooh, free K-chop. What's that? 174 armor. Guess that's for the scrap pile as well. Yeah, fair enough. You can like the concept of having minions, but they are still useless. So just remember that for the upper tier, they will be useless because they will still die relatively fast. So sacrificing them is a better choice. But up to you. At the very least, right, you can still play a minion build and do relatively well. Since the offset is 10 levels, but you don't have to fight 10 levels above you. You can literally fight 8 levels above you and still be efficient leveling wise. And that means that even a minion build is viable. If you like minions, you can go minion build. But you have to make a choice. You cannot, like, even if you were to go blood build, you cannot go pure, you cannot go blood minion anymore. Like, you would still be inefficient using blood minion. Just so you know. It's either pure minion, blood build using the blood lance, obviously. Bone spear build using bone spear, obviously. You know, it's these set few, like, while you have more leeway, you don't have total freedom to just do anything you like. Which is again why I regretted making the blood minion build early on when I didn't really fully understand the game. Because as fun as it is, it's literally just a fun meme build. It cannot actually accomplish what the other builds can, so just be aware of that. You can still choose to play it, you know, but just be aware that it's not as accomplished. I might try one out when I get to level 100, but I've got no interest, honestly. Because why would I give up Bone Spear? Once you put on the Bone Spear aspects, right? Bone Spear is so great that, like, it's hard to play anything else because it's just so good. And now more than ever, like I said, you can take advantage of the bone splinters too. Previously, I was pretty much, when going 20 levels above me, I was forced almost. And I couldn't use Bone Storm either because I was forced to take all the options that would give me like the max damage reduction. Now, the 20% damage reduction itself is more impactful already. So because of that, I can quite literally do what I want and have minimal consequences, which is really nice. Also, this has slightly higher armor. Yes. So yeah, because I can do what I like with minimal consequences, it feels pretty good. And do I have a guide for this build? Of course, the Bone Spear build from Season 0 is what I'm using. But I've made some slight modifications, and I will post this again once I reach level 50. Why do I not post my builds early? Let me explain. This is very crucial that you guys understand this. I don't post my builds early because unlike other creators, I don't want to lie to you. I want to test it first. Only when I thoroughly test a build 1 to 50 will I post the 1 to 50. When I've tested up to 70, then I post the 70. I do things slower than other creators because I do it legit. I don't want to just say, oh, the math says this, because that's bullshit. And that's why so many builds fucked up. Let me tell you, all these people, they know the bugs, they're gonna exploit them. I don't want to do that. I create and base my builds solely on fundamental knowledge, which is the key difference. This is the key difference. And this is why I operate the way that I do, because I know for a fact that if I choose to like give y'all bullshit, then all that's gonna happen is that y'all are just gonna have some terrible ass build somewhere, and then y'all are not gonna feel like playing the game because it's just gonna feel like shit. And I would rather it not feel like shit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, nothing wrong with that. I myself still used Hemorrhage which is a blood skill, obviously. I used it in my Bone Spear build because it made sense.
I'll shake on that.
It made sense to use Hemorrhage because your survival was directly tied to Fortify and stuff like that. So I had a Bone Spear build, but Bone Spear was literally the only bone skill in it. But Bone Spear was by itself was so overpowered that I could just, you know, make adjustments here and there, like using Hemorrhage for the extra damage reduction on Fortify. It was easy enough to survive. And I think if your character was level 60, then that would have been World Tier 3. I don't think you were in World Tier 4. Not with a Blood build. Well, I mean, Blood Lance, I guess, still could have worked. But all the other Blood builds were literally trash in World Tier 4. Only the Blood Lance worked when it was bugged. And again, don't rely on bugs, guys. Very bad idea. But if you're talking about you did tier 60 dungeons, then that's definitely with Bloodlance. Because that was the only viable blood build at all. But again, if you guys haven't tried Bone Spear, don't knock it. Because Bone Spear is the most fundamentally strong build, in my opinion. Because it is not based on any exploits or bugs. And even after they nerfed it, all they nerfed was the crit damage and vulnerable damage to be in line with other builds. Like, realistically speaking, you still absolutely waste pretty much anybody you come up against. Oh, I hate this place so much. This quest I hate the most, but whatever.
I need to tell someone about this.
Just because the sound of the child ghost creeps me the fuck out. How hard is the positioning, homie? Once you get the aspect that allows them to pierce, you will just hit everything, guaranteed, and pierce through everything. I'm operating without the aspect right now. Because I obviously don't have the legendary materials needed, but yeah. There's zero challenge. Like, let's just say that you won't have any challenge in doing it, and even if you did have the challenge in doing it, the boosted damage is so high that you don't even need to worry about 3 of the shards hitting anybody. 1 shard hitting them is good enough. Like I said, you probably haven't played a Bone Spear build before. Once you actually play one, you'll just see that. You'll just see why I'm so confident in it. Because even with just 1 shard hitting the enemy, it doesn't even matter. They'll just die. Like, Bone Spear is so strong. Especially once you get your sacrifice bonuses up and running too. Oof. The crit rates go insane. The damage goes insane. Everything goes insane. You just end up dishing out damage after damage after damage. It's just insane. It'll be a bit harder to gear your jewelry this season, but because of you need to get a specific, not only the specific stats, but you need a specific malignant slot as well. But that aside, like, I'm gonna tell you, it's still gonna be the top performer in my opinion. Bone Spear is the ideal. As you can see, like, there's just no concern because you just throw your spear, it goes through everybody, they die. And now now thanks to the auto, what you call it? The auto corpse tendril, you don't even need to focus points into corpse tendril. Previously, you had to put extra points into it to lower the cooldown. Now you can literally just not care. And you're like, oh, okay. Like, if you just lower the cooldown with just normal cooldown reduction equipment on your, like, for example, amulet, which you can still get like 10% off, you will do just fine. That plus a Deathless Visage, and you're looking at a very, very easy time. You do sacrifice your minions, but last time I sacrificed the skeleton as soon as I got the Blood Golem. This was because last time Bone Spear was stronger, and also the survival from the Golem was much more necessary. This time around, because of the Malignant Hearts granting huge amounts of armor, this is a lot of armor that they grant, right, in the season. Your minions are able to last longer. Otherwise, by around level 36, these guys got trashed And again, if you follow my streams, last season I actually leveled the Bone Spear build from the ground up, and I showed, like, I tested everything. When is the best time to sacrifice minions, blah blah blah. I did all that. But this season, it's going to be a bit different because of the Malignant Hearts. And this will be communicated to people in my level 1 to 50 video where I explain the build and the finalized build and everything. Greetings, Boo. Welcome back, moderator. It's so good of you to keep protecting our community. NPC greetings all around, yeah? How you doing, Boo? But yeah, basically, this season is going to be a bit different because you can force these guys to last a bit longer. And by forcing them to last a bit longer, the benefit, I guess, for you is that since they, stay alive for longer than you'd expect, you can just abuse them a bit more. And the bone mages are fairly useful DPS-wise for now. Sacrificing them now also wouldn't yield as much benefit as it would later on anyway, so I'm just seeing how long they can actually last before I swap. The Golem was only used last season because it was like a risk-free way of dishing out a lot of extra damage. But this season, things are a bit different because, again, like I said, the points that we would have spent on Corpse Tendril can be reallocated elsewhere, which, again, is very helpful. So I'm looking to see how best I can structure my skill points and make it so that this will be an easy peasy breezy leveling experience. Because yes, that way I can get full bonus from standalone, and I do kind of want Bone Storm as well. But I need my Bone Storm ult to be ready at every engagement, so doing that can be a little bit more difficult than you might think. So I'm going to thoroughly test everything and determine what is the best way. Welcome back from your gym session. No problem, Dubzilla. Just remember to donate to your favorite hobo streamer when you get your paycheck, okay? But nah, seriously, as long as you tune into my streams and support the content, that's all I ask. Support a real content creator. Don't support the guys that just, they're big but they lie to you. As long as you support a real content creator like me, you just hear at the streams, you like the streams, just tune in. Even if you don't want to, like, even if you're not actively chatting on stream, if you tune in and you keep the sound on, even on the lowest setting, that helps me pay rent. The more you lurk, it also helps me get out in the YouTube algorithm. So these are like ideal ways that you can support a streamer for free. Turn on their stream, leave it on with the sound on, right? It can be the lowest setting, as long as it's not muted. As long as it's the lowest setting but not muted, you're totally fine and you will be helping greatly. And that's all I ask, because if you do that for me, then I can continue to do the right thing for people, you know, while feeding my family. I don't care about being rich, I just want to make rent. Y'all help me make rent and pay bills, I'm happy, and I can keep making good content for y'all. Alright? Of course, many good folks do donate to support the cause, you know, keep us up and running. It's very helpful, but that's always optional. The best ways to support are the free options. If you're playing the game and I'm streaming, just turn my stream on, leave it on, and play the game and just ignore me. You don't have to chat. Enjoy, Book. Enjoy your bulking.
We came here to purge this evil, but now
Running on caffeine. Oh god.
I can't leave my friends here. Not like this.
We can't do it alone.
You know, this blood vermin though, I'm not sure if this is a new monster, but I've literally never seen them, or maybe I missed them before. What the frick are these blood vermin? Legit, I don't even recall seeing them in like the previous, oh well, I guess the Stormblades I've seen. Maybe I just missed them and I thought they were zombies or something, because I've literally never seen the name blood vermin. But then again, I never really paid much attention to monster names, so I could be wrong. But I just see blood vermin right now, I'm like, lol.
It's not much, but I hope it helps.
Here, something for your troubles. You deserve this. Never seen anyone fight like you.
Joe Jackson. Greetings, adventurer. Welcome to our community. I am from Skyrim. Now listen, Joe. Before I tell you where I'm from, you gotta get to know me first, man. I'm not telling all my life details. And newbie, if you're asking if Boog is playing Diablo, Boog can't. His laptop is not up to snuff yet. So, unfortunately, he cannot run with us. That's why he sticks to his filthy Destiny 2. But he will run with us in future. Poor Boogie Boy, for now, stuck. Ain't that right, brother? Nice and easy. Anything good? Better gloves but no crit strike chance, so I don't care. This has one more DPS. Aw, that's adorable. 1 DPS more. But no, not what I want anyways. I'm literally just checking these, see and if any of them even rolled. Oh, there we go. This one rolled with more DPS. Vulnerable damage, crit strike damage, gimme. Okay. Perfect. Iron Scythe. Greetings, adventurer. Welcome back to our community. How you doing, Pen? Yes, he's going to the Toronto. Yeah, go ahead, man. Chat freely. As long as it's not against TOS, I'm not going to bother too much. Real, like, live chats are always okay. The only thing I usually restrict are, like, for example, if somebody is like being annoying or chatting on something that other people cannot follow. Like, I don't like for people to feel excluded from topics. But if it's a live chat, like, nobody gets excluded from that topic because it's literally something that anybody can comment on, so it's always allowed. And that's basically the standards by which I assess chat. Like, as long as it's like if it's a simple live chat, you know, that's okay. That's okay with me. I better go extract this. So, back to town. Good. As long as you're watching the vids, I'm happy. But yes, I'm from Australia. I'm actually Singaporean, but I'm currently living in Australia. For now. I can't chuck this anywhere, can I? I'll chuck it in my stash for now.
Yeah, give it over.
Expo for gold. Expo for better rings too. Alright, let's go extract the essence. Then we'll go to my stash, drop all this good stuff off. Welcome back, Rhythm.
Don't be a stranger. Come back soon.
Yep, chill away, people. As long as you keep my stream on with the sound on, chill away, people. All that matters is that the stream is on, so I can make rent. You can lurk, stay silent, doesn't matter. As long as the people keep the stream on, that, like I mentioned, is all that matters. The more that it stays on, the better. Now, back into the dungeon. I don't know what they'll add. Honestly, I don't really know, because obviously I'm not a partner. I think only Blizzard partners will know that. You know, their favored chosen half-bloods will know that. But if you ask me what I want them to add, so far the Blood Knight has been well received in Diablo Immortal. So I would like to see that here in Diablo 4 rather than one of the older classes. I would like to see a new class, so yeah. I would love to see this Blood Knight. Okay, enjoy yourself, Rhythm. Grind away. Just keep my stream on while you grind and I'll be satisfied. Too easy. Still no boots with movement speed. Wow. How sad. Ooh, well, you probably want to show up to my... If you're in Philadelphia, Joe, you might want to show up to my night streams instead. But on Saturday, my night stream is a bit later. Just remember that, guys, okay? My night stream is always a bit later on Saturdays. Why? Because on Saturdays, I go to my aunt's place. We have a family... We usually have a family dinner and everything, catch up and relax. Then after that, you know, I come back and then I stream. So just be aware that Saturday is always a bit of a later day. Yeah. Once I'm gonna go bother with the world boss just for my chapter 3 shenanigans. Yeah, monk could be cool. But like I said, I would rather see the new class Blood Knight in the game first. Then they can add the old classes after that. Thank you for communicating that, Boog.
Hello.
Yes. Tonight's stream will be about 11 a.m. for those of you in Philly.
There are so many ways I can kill.
I appreciate that.
Ah, yes. Hank it
so
with
many
the
ways I can-
thirst, as always. You are quite something else, aren't you, Hank it? Thirsty. Mr. Potter.
You are courting pain and death. Thank you.
But thank you to everybody who liked the stream. As soon as the likes went up, you could see that more people turned up to the stream. This is the power of your likes, guys. Don't underestimate your power, your strength. You can do a lot to help a smaller creator. Just by hitting the like button, just by lurking in a stream. You turn my stream on, leave the sound on, not only are you helping me pay rent, you're helping the algorithm see that people are interested enough to turn in. You could be playing your own games and it would not matter, guys. Just remember, you are the ones that make sure that not only does my stream do well and I can make rent, but more importantly, that people can come here and get accurate information. So thank you all for contributing to that. Yes, you all do. People often underestimate how important it is for, you know, people often underestimate how important the likes and the lurks are. Even if nobody chats in the stream, right? If 45 people kept the stream on with the sound on, if nobody said a word in 10 hours, not only would I still make rent, but my stream would go out to like hundreds of extra people out there. That's all that matters. So as long as you're lurking and, you know, helping out like that, just say hi once and then that's it. You can lurk and play your own game if you want to and just ignore me the entire night. No. And it would still be contribution.
There are so many ways I can. Thanks.
Hello.
Lol. Look at these guys. Whee! You can't stop me. Okay. This is what happens when you don't have a robot build, you die. Nah. Oh, they're fun, but I think that a lot of these people are just weak. Look at them, unable to handle even the basics. They disgust me. Filthy. Do you see? Do you see, ladies and gents? Their weakness. The weakness of those that do not follow our ways. The ways of truth. And power. They dishonor our families. Their very existence is shame. Look upon them and know that ye shall never be like these. $110%, Boog. Thank you for telling people that. Yes. Stay updated by keeping up with the bot. Want to carry a world boss easily? No problem. You can. Want to be able to make fun of everybody else in your instance? You can. Why? Because you will have power over everything. This is truth. Imagine these people using bubbles to survive. Pitiful. I'm at me wandering death. What can you do? What can you do? Nah, blood wave. Oh my. Oh my. All too easy. And it's finished. Yeah. Because I have a rule that I only use them if I find them. I'm not interested in rushing my journey, you see? I like to test as I go. So of course I could do it faster, and technically I should craft the elixirs. Actually, I should probably do that now, shouldn't I? How many do I have to craft for season chapter 3 again? Oh, 5. Okay, I'll go do that. But yeah, mostly it's because I just don't really bother. I love how I have a tier 1 nightmare sigil already. Nice. This will be a cool aspect. Damaging an elite grants you a barrier. Nice, I suppose. Blood surges Nova echoes again. As nice as this is, I'm just gonna salvage that. Movement speed on boots, finally. Been waiting. The rest, not really relevant to me.
What will it be?
Okay.
You can take what's left. Okay. Well, let's get it done then. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Done. Ta-da! I just hate having to gather materials. But I suppose I should. Shouldn't I? No. Me. Chuck this away. Oh, I keep forgetting. I should upgrade the boots. Movement speed! Speed is everything. Oh, yeah. Now I can be satisfied. Speed is all I care about. Leave this in here for now. My character getting stuck at the workbench. LOL. Alright. Now. Another whisper there. Let's go. Honest to God though, I just hate having to craft or use elixirs. Sorry, I should say I hate having to craft and gather for elixirs, not use elixirs. Using elixirs is fine. I just hate the whole crafting process. Like, oh, I have to go and gather materials. I'm like, oh, feels annoying. I suppose I will. Along the way. Ooh, Idol of the Shame.
After that world boss fight, this seems too easy. Also, I just realized I have not been tracking this at all. Thank you, Lorenzo, for subscribing. I hope he says hi so I can give him my infamous AI greeting. And this is not a minion build, Pen. This is my Bone Spear build. The only thing that the minions exist for is supplementing my damage, because now that minions, don't forget, and man, I've had to say this like so many times today. I'm like a broken record. Minions inherit 30% of your stats. So because minions inherit 30% of your stats, the fact that the Malignant Hearts give you so much armor boosts the minion armor as well, which has basically upped their survival by quite a bit. So that's why minions are actually like, I wouldn't say like viable in the sense that, oh my god, they're the best thing since sliced bread, but they're actually pretty okay to use. Like, they're not horrifyingly bad to use. Okay. Malignant Heart. And owing to that awesomeness, I try to make good use of them. Yeah. Actually, I did try the minions out until about, in the previous season, until level 40, if I'm not wrong. But, well, they weren't the best. They were of acceptable quality, is what I would say. They were far from the best, though. But this season, they're surviving a lot more, so they're actually, like, semi-decently useful. Like, I wouldn't say that they're good, but they're also not, like, bad, you know what I'm saying? So thanks to that, they are capable of at least assisting you somewhat, instead of being, like, absolute trash. Which, again, is a very good thing. Because you can basically use them for longer to supplement your damage while you're raising up your main stats. And again, due to the Malignant Heart, not just for the minions, but you can auto raise minions with the Corpse Malignant Heart. Did you know that? The Golem is pure. The Golem is not for any purpose other than survival. So last season, if you recall, I don't know if we recall, but I basically said the Golem is literally a health bank. That's all it was used for. It served no purpose other than being a health bank. But in this season, because again, Malignant Heart Armor and all the other useful, really useful skills, you don't have to use that. Like, you don't have to worry about that. So yeah, it's really good, I would say. So I don't have to, I may not even need to use the Golem. I might actually go Bone Swarm this next season, because the way I see it, if it works out in my favor, then that's really good. If it doesn't, then sadness. But I think it might work out in my favor, so I'll try it. Joel, I would not be able to tell you because I have not tested one. As you know, the reason why we are slower, the reason why we are different from other creators is because we don't just make snap judgments. And of course, unlike these organizations, I'm a one-man show. So until I test it, I will not be able to tell you what's the bar build. But what I can tell you is that based on the current information in the game and based on what they've talked about, which again, I'll tell you guys about the changes coming to the high-end nightmare dungeons and stuff like that. So that was the most important part of the campfire chat. The rest of the stuff is rubbish that you don't need to worry about. But basically, you can use any build right now and be good. You could use a Rupture Barbarian for God's sake and be good. Why? Because the leveling process has a level offset, which was in my patch breakdown video, of 10 levels. Meaning that you cannot get XP beyond 10 levels anyway. So realistically speaking, the standard of 10 levels is very easy to meet in World Tier 4, especially with Malignant Hearts. So you can literally play any build and hit the 10 levels above you easily. All right. On top of that, the changes to the high-end Nightmare Dungeons also mean that the high-end Nightmare Dungeons will be a lot easier compared to how they were in the past. So basically, the dev team is doing exactly what they said they would do, and is making it so that more build variety can come into the game. So you can literally play anything and you'll still do okay. I myself will be making a Rupture Barbarian in, you know, later on. But yeah, you can still apply the same Hammer of the Ancients if you want. You know, I'm just gonna try out some different things this season. Well, greetings, member. Welcome back to the community. NPC greeting for Lady Neo. Yep, good night, you guys. Thank you all for hanging out, alright? I will see you guys this evening for the real shenanigans, okay? Stream is at 11 p.m. Australia time, Perth time, specifically. But don't worry, because I'll prep for the stream early so that you guys will be able to hit the notify me button, okay? I'll schedule the stream early so that you guys are able to join in and have fun. The people are pissed because big creators lie to everyone. Also, please do not mention builds from other areas here. I'm just gonna quickly remove that. We have a policy here. You know, don't mention the names of these creators, and I'll explain why without naming names. But I just don't like these big creators. Why? Because a lot of them, they do this whole hero thing. See, why do you think that they made everybody pissed in the first place? Why do you think they made so many videos being negative about the game? Because they already knew what was happening. All of them have access to this information before everybody else. So, since they already know that everything, like all these changes are coming, they get you guys super pissed so that, you know, they can be the heroes and come in later on and say, hey man, everything's good now. You know, we made this awesome build that'll save you. We made this awesome build that's gonna get you through the content. I'm just not a fan of shady tactics like that. Because these people, I know for a fact, are the literal data miners. They're the ones that data mine, so they know stuff before we do. And they use that knowledge. They know which stuff is bugged. They use that knowledge to create the bug builds, so that when you guys play them and, you know, everything gets destroyed, well, you know, you guys get pissed and they get to be the heroes. That's why everyone's pissy, everyone's upset, everyone's this and that, because these guys are the ones putting out the videos saying, oof, patch bad, this is bad, Sorcerer unplayable. I've been playing Sorcerer every single day and got no problems. You know, it's like that. So, yeah. So, I ask kindly that you do not mention, if you use builds from other places, don't mention their names, just say that you're not using one of my builds, that's fine. Or you're using a build from, you know, somewhere. You can just say somewhere else, you know, wherever. We just ask that you abide by these rules because, yeah, we have no love for these people right now. And it's okay for anyone that doesn't believe me on this stuff. You'll eventually see what I'm talking about. The more that you guys see this stuff, yeah, the more that you'll be upset. Oh, you're in the Eternal Realm. Okay. Eternal Realm is very different though, because a lot of the positive stuff is only from the seasonal things like the Malignant Hearts. You won't find that on the Eternal Realm. So the Eternal Realm, you do have to go for the most efficient builds. In which case, I suggest you change the Hammer of the Ancients build that's already published on my channel. Using that will probably be a better choice for you. You will start to struggle very, very heavily once you get to World Tier 3 and above. So Eternal Realm doesn't benefit from, like I said, the seasonal stuff like Malignant Hearts. So you do have to go for the most efficient build, which in which case it is Hammer of the Ancients, as a lot of other people have mentioned, because you won't have all the cool seasonal stuff. And my advice is, if you'd like to play the season, don't bother with Eternal Realm. Eternal Realm is usually just for people to learn the game in the pre-season, but seasonal stuff is usually way better. Now, I can guarantee you that if you go back far enough to see the streams where I leveled with it, I literally leveled with it live, and it was not slower at all. Because don't forget, your damage is instantaneous. But if it's your first character, that might explain why it feels slower. If it's your first character, you've never completed the campaign, you don't have all the materials yet to upgrade your gear, put in the aspects, because the hammer build is dependent on the legendary aspect Ancestral Force, which gives the hammer the AoE. Probably Bone Spear will forever be good. Like I said, Bone Spear is based on the fundamentals. Unless they change some of the fundamentals, there's no way Bone Spear will not be good. Because unlike other builds, right, it's not based on a gimmick. It's based on the fact that it has high crit and vol. That's it. And unless they remove crit and vol from the game, which they might, you never know. Okay. I don't think that they will though. But yeah, if they ever do, that's the only way it'll be bad. You can play anything you like, Eagle. I was already fighting 6 levels above my level, but there's just no point in going into World Tier 6 early. World Tier 3 early. The reason is because of leveling offset, so you're not going to gain any benefit. The lowest level Hell Tide in World Tier 3 is 56. So there's literally no point in going into World Tier 3 any earlier than 47. Because you gain 0 benefit from the XP. Why would the movement feel sluggish without activating war cries or shouts? Because war cries and shouts don't give you movement speed, dude. Unless you've structured your build weirdly. Movement speed comes from boots, so you're gonna need boots with high movement speed, that's all. Movement speed does not come from war cries and shouts. War cries and shouts are for unstoppable, so it's the only... Well, it might feel sluggish because you're getting slowed down by enemies, things like that. Lunging strike solves all your problems though, because you instantly teleport to the enemy. So, please do read the skill descriptions, because I can guarantee you war cries do not affect your movement speed at all. Okay, about this. Yep. Oh, yeah. Don't need to care about these either. Okay, we're good. Let's go back to town. Yeah, probably because you're activating Unstoppable, so you feel like you're moving faster because some enemies have slowed effects. That could be the reason why. Because if you feel like you move faster, it could be because you're being slowed and you don't know you're being slowed by enemies. Especially if you're activating Rallying Cry. So if the movement feels sluggish, then get movement speed on your boots, get movement speed on your amulet. That is the best way to help yourself. I'll just leave this here. Yeah, you can double check. I can guarantee you there's none of them increase movement speed, dude. At least to my knowledge. Enjoy, Lady Neo.
Fair trade.
Just remember, guys, it's cool to do stuff early, you know, but just don't bother because you are going to waste time. If you don't know the leveling offsets, check out my video about it. Okay, I'm pretty sure that's my patch explanation part 1. Make sure you know the level offsets so you don't waste time, because otherwise you're battling above your level for no benefit. Don't waste your benefits, yeah? World Tier 3's offset is 6. World Tier 4 is 10. So just make sure that you only fight above that maximum level, otherwise you get nothing. Oh, it does? Okay. I thought it only granted unstoppable. In which case, yeah, the only thing you can do, I literally never noticed it because I max movement speed on my boots. And lunging strike prevents any need for movement. So if you take a look at the late game build video, it should increase your, you should have enough movement speed solely by, accidentally got blown up. It's solely by having your boots on. And lunging strike will literally get you, like, that's how I initiate all fights. The rallying cry is mostly my counter unstoppable. Because in World Tier 3s and up, a lot of enemies come with CC. Yeah, okay, I forgot about these guys. I hate carvers. Carvers will freeze you. So like against enemies like this, I have to be extra cautious. And this is where I use my like if I was a barb, I would use my rallying cry because my goal would be to survive the huge amount of unstoppables literally coming my way. Bone Necro's one weakness. Ah, there we go. Carvers are annoying. Yeah, they will grow over time, so don't worry about it. But if you're using lunging strike, right, as long as you like move close to the enemy, you'll just basically like teleport to them. So lunging strike is basically how every barb just moves fast in the early stages because you just jump from enemy to enemy. But don't forget, you can also roll movement speed on your amulet. So if you really feel that you're going too slowly or whatever, then roll movement speed on your amulet and you can zoom around. That's what Bone Spear Necros do, because Necros have no movement speed compared to other classes. We don't really have movement abilities. So most Bone Necros will just roll movement speed on the boots and amulets. The alt build is if you have more of the aspects to take advantage of the shouts, like Bold Chieftains, stuff like that. I presented the alt build because I accidentally told people in the initial video that Bash was a viable choice and that I was going to use it. Technically speaking, it is more viable now because enemies move less in combat. But lunging strike is just superior in terms of clearing speed because, like I said, it acts as a mini teleport. So that's why I use lunging strike. And that's why the late game video, which you should refer to, FYI, still uses lunging strike and all the shouts because it's just much more useful. You don't have to worry about, like, if the enemy's a little bit of a distance away, you literally lunge to them. So if you've never seen any of my Barb streams before, I suggest you check out some of the older streams from last season where I played Barb. You can see basically how I play. It might be more useful to you because at least you get a reference for how the Barb plays and how the Barb moves at the higher levels. And again, this is why tuning into streams is so important and so crucial, because when people tune into streams, they get a chance to see things live. They get a chance to like see weaknesses, problems, stuff like that. Like earlier, what I mentioned about the carvers, yeah. Frost CC is still the biggest weakness for Necros. But again, it's only the carvers that have this status effect innate. So aside from the carver fallen enemies, you don't have to even worry. See all the new stuff while my minions take care of business. Oh, good. These gloves have way more armor, but I need something with crit chance. So I'll have to go with that. Okay. Straight to the boss then. Okay, back to Kyish. Yeah, I know. Like, you can, like, the early and mid game build, right? So just thorough explanation. I know you've got no problem respeccing again, but just thorough explanation. Early and mid game build video, right? The only reason I made the alternative one was because the early and mid game video claimed that Bash was useful. Back then it wasn't. I tested it after, and this is why after that Barbarian video, I stopped making build videos at 20 and 40, and instead early and mid game I now go 1 to 50, then I make the early and mid game video in one shot. Why? Because it's just healthier overall, and I don't want you guys getting confused. So yeah, this is part of the confusion that I'm talking about. Again, I'm new to creating content for Diablo, so I wasn't 100% sure of everything back when I made those videos. Like, I knew the stats and stuff, but I didn't realize how important it was to structure my videos correctly as well for the leveling process. So that's why you don't have to worry so much. Just look, if you really want to know the finalized skill build, look for the late game video instead. It'll just tell you exactly what the skill build I'm using in the later levels are. Because each of them also has, if you look at the video description, there's a build planner in there. The planner contains all the information you're going to need. Because I literally show my skills, Paragon path, everything. You don't see many barbs or sorcerers because in this particular season, Lady Neo, they are not very good. The barbarians and sorcerers need buffs, and in fact, the campfire chat did talk about bringing them buffs. Because, yeah, like I mentioned, they are currently a lot weaker than intended compared to other classes. Why? The rogue has very much stronger malignant hearts. The Necro's malignant heart is like insane. And the Druid, I think, also has very, very good malignant hearts. So, more or less, we're in a situation where the barbs and sorcerers aren't exactly having the time of their life right now. But at the very least, there are supposedly buffs coming, as far as I know. They have stated as much. Okay, now I think it is time to move on to Kyrgyzstan. Let's go. That's because rogues in general are very good and still very good, especially with the new standards. They're just overall doing better. Necros and rogues are the most... Necros and rogues and druids are probably going to be the largest population, but Necros are unpopular just because of the complexity of them. Which is weird, but, you know, whatever. I guess that suits some people's boats.
There is an old shrine.
Speaking stone, that's the one, right? Good. Okay, let's track that first. Time to head out. That's what they say. But I'd say any edginess is a reflection of themselves rather than anything else, eh? Self-reflection.
If you want work done, let's get started. Another happy customer.
Let's go get the speaking stone done. But no, Necros have always been less popular for some god-awful reason, but again, not that I care. For me, I enjoy it. But in general,
What is this?
their popularity has never been strong. Weird quirk of the class, I guess. Greetings, adventurer. Welcome to our community. And hello, oh my indie TV.
You there? Yes.
Oh,
You
this one.
First, we need a suitable vessel for my transfer. There is a cave nearby, housing a magically sealed chest. Open it with the chant Isun Seni Aproxus. Bring me the contents of this chest, and you will be rewarded.
Let's go there. Two years for what? Thank you for subscribing, JB21. Give me my waypoint. Okay, now there's no other waypoint around here, right? Let's go. I just want my renown. Hello, Lady Neo. Yes, by all means, feel special. I mean, nothing wrong with playing Bob. I will be playing Bob eventually, just not right now. Because for me right now, nah. Nah. I really want to mess around with the Trapper Rogue as soon as I can. That's going to be fun. Don't be giving Blizzard ideas, my friend. I don't want even the smallest pay to win mechanic here. You learn to suffer, Hankit, understand? Pay to win has no place in games. Aha! By the way, that's against TOS. I have to take a moderation action. Because there are countries where said thing is illegal. I think pretty much our home countries it is. Well, at least I think in Singapore you can't do it without license, but either way, due to country-based regulations. I know you're joking, but gotta be careful. I think Hankit, you love the timeout box, don't you? You have to enter the timeout box all the time. I swear this man. Don't have to worry too much. Let's go. Goodbye, random stranger. Yep, he does. Both of them frequent the box. Although Bob John hasn't been in for quite some time. Let's just say from my personal experience, especially with my own home country, some countries can be very strict on that and really not give a reason. They even classify it like, talking about some things like that, right? They can classify it as, you know, encouraging or enabling discussion about such things. I'm like, okay, let's just ignore all that kind of stuff, you know? Keep it clean. Keep it relaxed. Just gotta search villagers for the key now. I think I'll probably end today at like level either 41 or 42. Which is pretty good. And hopefully I'll finish the Kyrgyzstan Renown as well. Just enough for number 3. Greetings, adventurer. Welcome back to our community. How you doing, Coco Nutter? Ha! Excuse me.
They'll be happy to have this back.
Holding down the scroll button to move what? No. Anybody who plays like that, I'd say, is, who must be a very suspicious individual, in my opinion. Holding down the scroll button to move. That's just wild. Is there a butcher? There's totally a butcher, isn't there? I hear him. Butchie! Oh, there you are. Easy. What is this Craven Adventurer's boots? Looks useless to me. All this stuff is trash. Oh, Butcher's Trophy Cleaver. Hey, new cosmetic trophy. Sick. No, you need to finish the full campaign, Banana Cake. If you do not finish the full campaign, you will not have the option to skip. So, yeah, finish your campaign first, buddy. And Hugo Ong, please do not mention other streamers or content creators here, alright? It's considered very disrespectful to the streamer if you do that. But yeah, no, I certainly don't do that, and yeah. Let's all be respectful here, yeah? If you're on my stream, then you should be here for the robot. So, let's try and maintain that respect. Hey, hey, welcome back, Hankit. Enjoy your time in the box. But yeah, no, it's just because of SG, i.e. my home country. Okay? My home country, very strict on that sort of thing. Especially because, well, just in case you don't know, right? OnlyFans is illegal in my country. So because of my home country, I kena sensitive. Yeah, there was there was this case where that dude did, there's like one OnlyFans creator in Singapore. It's a dude, right? And he got like arrested and shit, and he had to go to jail. Jail or big fine, I can't remember. It's one of the two. But he was like the biggest OnlyFans creator in Singapore. And he was making like a lot of income because he was the only guy that like did it, and then like he had to go to court and shit, like criminal proceeding. That's my country for you. Not Australia, but Singapore, so yeah. Very, very happy times. Oh, shh. Crap, have to abandon that event. Treasure Goblin more important. Oh my god, Treasure Goblin, you... Finally. No problem, no problem. Just make sure that you finish the campaign, and after you finish the campaign, you can make your seasonal character and skip the campaign, okay? Oh, I'm full, okay. Let's head back to town. Even though I missed that event, it's okay. Yep, I hate the goblins so much. Yeah, Jason, the seasonal stuff is the greatest, dude. Like, that's why I told, and I mean, you were here when I said it, you know? I told everybody, chill out, wait till the season actually drops, then we can actually, you know, like, inspect it and have fun. But remember what I always say, all these other people worshipping these other creators, oh, negative, everything bad, blah, 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 ugh. And now, here we are, ladies and gents, here we fucking are. I can safely say that I was right and everybody else was wrong.
How can I help?
But of course, those who prejudge will never learn their lesson. They will still worship the very ground that these dismal individuals walk on. Which is a crying shame. I'm sure you will resent that, Hankit, but you can't deny the power of the Malignant Hearts. Can you? Their strength is beyond everything. Yep, but one character at a time, my friends. One character at a time. Okay. This season, I'm not going to flit around because it's not the preseason. I've done my learning, you know. I'm going to focus because it's much more important that I accomplish what I'm supposed to accomplish. And then, you know, I can move on from there. So yeah, I will eventually play everything, but, you know, I'll play them all slowly. Oh, listen, all of the builds from the preseason are absolutely going to still rock. Why? Because they're all rooted in fundamentals. Remember, the one difference between me and everybody else is that everybody else does not bother with fundamentals, especially those who are partners and whatnot, or data miners. I shouldn't say partners because maybe partners don't actually know. I would say those who are data miners, they already know what is bugged and what is not bugged because they literally go dive in and inspect the code to learn these kinds of things. So a lot of them, I don't like the fact that they sell lemons because they already know that something is bugged, so they want to take advantage of an exploit when they know it's going to get nerfed or changed just to create outrage and then become the hero later on. Again, not a fan of that. Again, this is what has turned me off a lot of this stuff. And it's why I don't bother, you know, with all of the shenanigans that other people do. Because for me, it's not... It's not the right way to do things. Second. Give me a moment, yeah? Okay, sorry. Just had to check something before I carry on. Time to make this fast. I still want to try the Trapper Rogue just because I think it'll be a very interesting one to do this season. Twisting Blades is good, but a ranged Trapper Rogue, I think it might be possible to make one good this season.
My champion returns.
I mean, if you want to do that, Hankid, you can. I will respect you for being a weirdo, but to be fair, I mean, technically anything does work. You know, there isn't much that will not work, is what I should say. Wait. This older armor, this older amulet is still better.
What important? Tight fit? But it's... I need to locate our old Athenaeum. Assuming the Vizjaktar didn't sack that too. It's located... I no longer recognize this land. Bring me to Chaldean, so I may get my bearings.
Actually, I will take the emerald. Just for later.
Is that Chaldean? That moldering speck? This was once the heart of the world. Never mind. I recall the Athenaeum was near the Dalgur Oasis. Take me there.
Okay, before we go to Dalgur Oasis, let's hit the cellar. I really want to try a Trapper Rogue when I get the chance. I think it'd be awesome. But first I must get this one all done. Only when these are all done can I carry on. Wait and see, Hankit. Why would I reveal anything now? No. You see, it has come to my recent attention that despite me being such a small streamer, some individuals have gone as far as to copy my stream titles, copy the type of content that I do, and I'm just not a fan of that, so I'll keep my cards a little closer to my chest until I do it.
Never wrote down any of his research.
Because that way at least I can, in case of any problems, they cannot play the Uno reverse card on me. Okay. See you later, Badir. Have fun. Let's just say that it becomes very obvious when you exactly use this exact same wording, as well as the way, like the way that I title stuff. Sure, there's only a few ways you can title it, but let's just say that when you put things in the exact same order that I do, it becomes pretty obvious. No problem, Demobi. Regarding understanding the builds and stuff, it's because my builds are just, as I've always said, rooted in fundamentals. What I do here is just that I don't use exploits or things that would be exploits. Rather, I just build based on what I feel is correct after understanding the general mathematics behind it, which is why my builds more or less work even when things get nerfed or changed, because they're not nerfing or changing the fundamentals, Moby. Which I think is very interesting and very good. So yeah, I'm pretty happy with that.
Ah, the state of this place. I would have thought the old wards would have triggered. Ah, there.
Aha, level 41. Yeah. Good. All the protectors are slain. Where's the rest? Oh.
Place me on that pedestal. Somewhere in these ruins should be a conduit that will restore me. Without it, I'll be trapped in this state for another eternity.
But yes, it is very annoying, Hankit, which is the only reason why I am being cautious. But like I said, don't worry. I'm sure it'll be a pleasant surprise for you. Just know that it will be a ranged trapper rogue. That's as much as I'm willing to reveal. Bada bing, bada boom. Hell yeah. Dude, what? +3 maximum mana. Oh, okay. I was just thinking to myself, what? Did I just get something for a sorcerer? Okay, this is done. Now that this questy is done, I need to go and find a wolf's honor, which I believe is somewhere around here. Where is it? Is it here? I hope the quest is actually there because I'm gonna be very annoyed if it isn't. If it isn't, I will be literally enraged and engaged. But I hope that all of you will just enjoy the content because, like I said, I keep to the truth with all this kind of stuff. I don't fake my shit and I don't lie to my audience. I'm only here for one thing, making sure that you guys get accurate information.
You can buy them again when I return.
Ah, yes, it does lead to the dungeon. Perfect. Perfect. Good, good, good.
The forge is ready for whatever you need. I can.
Well, I'm not gonna lie, I'm so tempted to play a Shadow Necro instead this season because Bone Spear is nice, don't get me wrong, but Shadow Necro this season would probably be freaking awesome. Just owing to the fact that, you know, Shadow Necro can literally just be a straight up killer. Alright, I'm glad you're having fun with it, man. Just make sure you complete the campaign and then enjoy the season. That's basically it, Mo. Welcome to Diablo. And greetings, adventurer. Welcome to our community. NPC greetings all around. The most important thing is just have fun. Especially, like I said, after the recent balance changes, as much as people didn't like them or got upset at them or whatever, the recent balance changes are actually some of the best stuff because it made practically any build viable to an extent, especially in World Tier 1 and 2, so you can do whatever you want. And then later on, when you want to change, you know, it's not going to be a big deal.
Walk inside.
Yep, have fun, Mo. Have fun. I always love welcoming new Diablo people. And I'm glad you chose to watch a smaller streamer like me. It means a lot. It is a big help. La 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 la. My mother told me someday I will buy galley with good oars, sail to distant shores, stand upon the prow, noble book I steer, steady course for the haven, too many foemen, too many foemen. No. The reason that some things, if you're playing on the Eternal Realm, so you're not doing the season yet, right? Things will not scale to your level. There are some areas of the game that you're not supposed to be at yet. So level up first. Okay? That's what you gotta understand. Things will mostly scale to your level, but there are some areas of the game that are still level locked, and you have to be aware of those. So just be careful. If you find somewhere level locked, you're not supposed to be there. This is because previously, before this season started, you know, areas of the map were supposed to be level up. You're supposed to only go into them at certain times. So yeah, it means that you've advanced too quickly, which is the wrong way to do things. No problem. Go level up first and you'll be all good. Like I said, I don't agree with this. Like, I personally feel that they shouldn't have done this to begin with, but yeah, it's a legacy problem, a legacy system. That's why it still exists. It was that way in the past, but right now it's not. Like, right now it's not supposed to be that way anymore. Yep. Like I said, you've basically gone where you shouldn't be. So just follow the campaign, complete all that in order, and around the areas where the campaign are, do some dungeons along the way, and you'll pretty much keep abreast of the levels. Just don't skimp on the dungeons and the cellars, and you're good to go.
She turned to cover our retreat.
La 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 la. Gotta admit, we done good today. Ended up going a lot further than I thought. Yep, it'll be cheap to respec early in the game, but my recommendation is you'll get a lot of gold as you go along. Salvaging is more important because you need materials for upgrading. Don't worry too much about gold. You'll get plenty. In fact, later on, once you have all your materials, you'll be selling them all the time, so you won't even have to worry. But in the early stages of the game, especially on your first character, gathering materials is your primary thing, so make sure you salvage here at the blacksmith. It'll just net you materials. It'll save you a lot of trouble later on. Selling gear is only around World Tier 4 plus. That's where you get best value for money for your first character. For other characters, once you have like an excess of materials which is shared across all your characters, you don't have to worry too much. Do-do-do-do-do-do. Yep, happy to help.
That is Alim. He fell first. We're done. I will take their belongings and carry them back to Diablo. Come find me there when you can. We will thank you properly.
Okay, completed the Iron Wolf mercenary thing. Oh, I just changed my accent depending on, you know, how I feel. So sometimes I'll have an American accent, and other times you'll hear me speak with an English accent, that kind of thing. But I grew up in Australia. I'm from Singapore. This is all like, this is just me in general. I am never consistent with my accent. It changes based on my mood. So you'll get used to it over time. It's just a part of what makes this fun. Okay, mechanical box 1 secured. Where am I supposed to put this in? That's gotta be around here. I should not have done that. But oh well, doesn't matter. Not like I need the healing potion. I'm full again. Okay. Let's take a quick town trip. Yes, blacksmith is indeed your best friend in the early game. Like I said, once you have enough materials, you don't need to care. It's just because later on, re-rolling costs and all that, you just want to build up a really big stock of materials. And then once you have that big stock of materials, you're literally good to go. And that's what saves you the long-term trouble.
You can still use these.
Not good enough. Sucks that I need gear with very specific slots.
I can break that down. There's that.
I wouldn't mind a lot of this if I didn't have to re-roll right now. Re-rolling is the biggest difficulty for me.
Hail and well met, friend. Always smart to buy surprise inventory.
Okay. This thing I'll throw out. Yeah, they fixed it. They fixed it like within 24 hours. That's why if you look at the title of my Helltide bug video, it just says fixed. Issue fixed. They fixed it within 24 hours, so it was pretty good of them. Like, because it was a bug. It was not intended. So I'm pretty sure they also recognize that, hey, this is pretty bad for business. Because you are supposed to be able to like freely use your stuff. So yeah. Okay, all clear. Now give me the mechanical box. Let's go have a look what's down here. I'm gonna wait till like better boots with better movement drops. Okay, let's go beat the boss. Oh my, Mr. Slither. What big teeth you have. Clean and clear. Great. Now, if I'm not wrong, I can just teleport to the Iron Wolves encampment. Now from there, I can pick up my side quest. Then I literally just have to do one stronghold and we're done. We are done. Oh, yes. Glory. We can get our extra skill point. But I have to end my stream after this. Sad. Okay, let's turn in my quest and then we'll end the stream. Thank you guys. You've been a wonderful audience, you know. I know I am somewhat more abrasive than other creators, but I hope you've enjoyed your time with me because I'm also very honest and blunt. So hopefully there's value in that for you guys. Thank you so much. Remember, tonight's show will be a bit late because I am out with family. The show will start around 11 p.m. I'm going to schedule it in advance so that you guys will be able to like set notifications on and stuff like that. All right, so I will catch you all then, 11 p.m. Perth, Australia time. Okay, so I will see you then. All right, you guys have been amazing. Don't let anyone else tell you otherwise. Robot Nation is the best community, thanks to all of you. Okay, I'll see you all this evening. Good night. Good day. Catch you later.